Plus, dangerous storm surge as Hurricane Idalia hits Florida. The concerns for power outages and what President Biden is saying about the response this morning. And excessive heat warnings in SoCal continue. We are tracking the latest advisories and the relief on the way.
This is KCAL News, Los Angeles.
And welcome to KCAL News at 11 on CBS Los Angeles and streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. I'm Marcy Gonzalez. And we want to get you to the very latest on Hurricane Idalia. The dangerous hurricane made landfall over Florida's Gulf Coast this morning. There is massive flooding and damaging winds. KCAL's Christian Benavides is live in Crystal River, Florida. That's about 80 miles north of Tampa with the very latest on this powerful storm. Christian.
Right, and what really officials are concerned about now is the potential for, how high are the floodwaters going to go? It's not just here in Crystal River. Here in Crystal River, we've seen, the water sort of grow and then recede. What we have to see is how other areas are sort of dealing with this. We've actually seen officials on airboats now, so we know that emergency officials are out there looking to make sure that anyone who may have stayed behind in low-lying areas gets the attention that they need, so they are out there. Again, this was a historic storm. Why was it historic? Because there in record keeping had never been a storm that went this exact route at the strength that it made landfall.
So far it's holding, but the water just keeps coming.
Idalia's powerful and in some places record-breaking storm surge is submerging parts of Florida's Gulf Coast.
The whole front building of the faraway end where the swings were just came apart.
Homes and streets in Cedar Key are now underwater from a surge forecasters say could hit 16 feet high. At least 230,000 homes lost power.
Our power crews have already restored over 100,000 accounts overnight in the last 8 hours.
Tampa was spared a direct hit, but is feeling the impact. Water is spilling over the city's causeway, and there's also significant flooding on the streets of St. Petersburg.
Here in Crystal River, we've been experiencing bands of rain and fierce wind as the storm moves through. Now everyone is watching the water and how high it will go.
Unfortunately, we've not seen the worst of what the storm's impacts are going to be for Citrus County.
Even though Idalia is now moving over land, forecasters warn the storm is still a major threat.
We're going to see, not just the storm surge, but potential for, damaging winds extending well inland all the way across portions of North Florida into southern Georgia.
Idalia has gained speed and is expected to be in Georgia and South Carolina before day's end.
And you know what, we're expecting or anticipating to hear from President Biden at any moment to just sort of react to what has been happening with this storm. You saw just how intense, how quickly it intensified before coming ashore, reaching Category 4 status, then making landfall as a Category 3, as a powerful Category 3. So, of course, we'll have to see once this storm departs, the sort of damage that it left behind. Live in Crystal River, I'm Christian.